What do you make of LeBron confronting you in the aftermath of that situation?
I thought it was weak. I thought it was some bullshit. But in the moment, I knew that I was listening to a father. Here's what happened. I'm represented by William Morris Endeavor. The founder of William Morris Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, had courtside seats right next to the Lakers bench. He had Larry David with him, star of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm sitting with them. I get there in the first quarter. I'm sitting courtside, and I stand up, and then I got my head turned. And then I turned back around, and a lot of people thought this was the end of the game or something like that. This was in the third quarter. Apparently, LeBron had walked out of the timeout, and I turn around, and he's right here in my face. He said, yo, you got to stop talking shit about my son. You got to stop fucking with my son. That's my son. That's my son. And I was like, what? He said, nah, fuck that. I said, yo, let's talk later. He's like, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. You got to stop fucking with my son. And I said, all right, dog. And he walked off. So I remember during a timeout in the first quarter, seeing Bronny. And Bronny looked over at me. And he had this sad look on his face. And I'm imagining Pop saw that shit, it hit him. And he couldn't hold it, and he rolled up on me. What happened was, this man was the one that said, you want me, draft him. I'll come play anywhere he's at, it ain't even about the money. This man is the one who said, he's better than some of the NBA players are right now when he was in high school. If you go back and look at the tape, back then I said, stop. You can't do this. If you do that shit, you're bringing more pressure on your son. LeBron, stop. I said it then. This is before he got drafted. Stop doing this. He goes to USC. He got the heart ailment. I'm like, thank God he's okay. He gonna be all right. But I'm not gonna go see him at USC, just like I didn't go see him at Sierra Canyon, because like I ain't see Melo's son. I heard your son is all world. I ain't see him. Your son, I never saw these guys until they came pro, because I know.
Wrong with USC?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
I know that because of who I am and what I've established for myself in this industry, if I walk into an arena, everybody is looking for me to critique that person. And I don't want to do that because they on the come up. I'm not covering college, I'm covering pro.
And they kids.
Huh? And they kid. Well, I'm saying that, but if I was a college reporter, then I would have had to, but I wasn't. So why am I gonna be there? I didn't want to put that extra pressure. So I never went. I went on national television and announced to the world, I'm not going to see him. He goes to USC, I'm not gonna see him. It's too much. It's too much. And then now he's got to overcome this heart ailment, so I can't judge him. But then they said, oh, he going pro. So then once you say he's going pro, okay, you're talking to the scouts and the evaluators and everybody else. Yo, man, this is them. He'll be lucky to be a second-round pick. He'll be lucky, he ain't ready, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I ain't seen him, y'all. I haven't seen him. Then all of a sudden, Rich Paul and others at Clutch, and then the story headlines follow. Boston might be interested, Golden State might be interested, Phoenix might be interested, Clippers might be. You start hearing all of this, and you're like, all right, you know, this could be true, or this could be them wielding their magic to make it look such a way. I say nothing. He gets drafted by the Lakers, which everybody knew was gonna happen because, you know, the skids were greased, and he gets drafted. I still say nothing. He goes into the pro. It's opening night. Now remember, most cats talk about the league. I cover it. What I mean by that is that you can give your opinion. You might not be on the phone with the commissioner. You might not be on the phone with the executive VP. You might not be on the phone with other people that work in these offices. I am. So because of that, I'm hearing all of this. Yeah, you know, we just gonna go along with it. Opening night I'm talking about. Opening night. Him, Bronny. We just gonna go along with it. Or you hearing the Lakers are just going along with it. You're hearing this stuff. Now, I'm not saying they told me that, meaning the commissioner or Jeannie Buss, but I'm saying you're hearing that from those organizations. So I'm getting all of this. I still say nothing. I'm at crypto.com arena. I'm one of those cats standing there.
Staples Center.
Ken Griffey, Senior and Junior, who all-stars, Hall of Famer, and Ken Griffey Jr. They got them there. And again, I've been covering it for 30 years. Not NBA, sports. You understand? So how you think it's all looking to me? It's a little bit too choreographed. But I'm still. I'm still like this. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, let's have this moment because LeBron deserves it. The brother, I got him #2 all time behind Jordan, right? He's done so much for the league. He's generated so much money. I want to hear about Bronny and the $8 million. As far as I'm concerned, LeBron underpaid. This shit, that's $8 million he should have had in his pocket. It's no big deal to me. But the one thing I did say was, that one game right there is the moment. Now you got to go to the G League and earn your stripes. Instead, he's playing and playing and playing. And I'm getting stats. And he go against Philly. They put him in the first quarter. And Tyrese and them gave it to him. And then they plaster on SportsCenter 0.3 points, 0.3 rebounds, 0.4 assists, blah, blah, blah. And I said, damn. Why? Because I'm like, now I can't ignore it. Because how am I doing my job? If now you put me in a position where because they put the stats up, everyone is blowing it up. They're putting it on all their social media pages. And it's like, how all of that's happening, but Stephen A. Smith got nothing to say. I can't get away with it no more. So I go on the air and I say the same thing I said over the summer. Yo, LeBron, if we see this, you're his dad and you're a basketball savant. You must see this. Don't do this. Because you're putting him under such a microscope. It's gonna be too much for him to overcome. Give him a chance. So that's what I said. And because I prefaced it by saying, as a dad, the only reason I said as a dad is because you marketed yourself as his dad to help him get into the league. You didn't do that. Melo didn't do that, or it hasn't yet, and I know he wouldn't.
D-Wade,
Tim Hardaway Sr., Rick Barry, the list goes. None of them did that. None of them. He's the only one. And I said, yo, that's why I'm saying this to you. I don't want to do this. I know your intentions are honorable. Go back and watch the whole tape of me saying it. I know your intentions are honorable. I know you don't mean harm. But there's some vultures out here, and they gonna come for him. And how many times over the years, to get to your point, in terms of what you asked me about what you expect from me, Stephen A., blah, blah, how many, find the brothers in the industry that will tell you, I did not give them a lookout. I go up to them all the time. Yo, come here. I'm not gonna be able to help you if you get to this point. You need to stop this shit right now because it's coming. It's coming. That to me is where I reach back and I pay back by giving cats the heads up of the minefields, because I've been here for 30 years. I got fired, I lost my job, they thought my career was over. I've been through all of this shit, all of it. And I'm like, yo, I know where the minefields lie. And I'm telling you what's coming. And then this shit go down and everybody act like I never said none of this. I'm like, I said, this fucked up. Because if you go, it's all on tape. If you go back, I gave the heads up.
That's
So
too
we
easy for
shouldn't
people to do.
lift
That's
our-
too easy for
like-
people to do.
Right.
So we shouldn't uplift our kids? Like, we can't
I'm sorry, I
talk
couldn't
about-
hear you. You said what?
We can't uplift our kids. We can't say he's better than some of the players in
You
the
gotta
league.
be truthful.
What you mean, truth? It's my son.
don't give a fuck if your son suck, your son
regardless
suck.
or not. I don't give a fuck. But it's no.
Your son suck, he suck.
No.
Yes.
No. But he don't.
Not in his heart.
No,
Yeah, I understand.
he don't,
Listen, you
though.
can
He-
be that dad,
What is it?
but
He's
you
doing-
made it to the high. You're not trying to
But-
live, but you're
but
not
how
trying to
much he
live
average in the G
vicariously.
League?
You're not
So
trying
obviously
to.
he don't suck.
You're not trying to live
I'm
vicariously
seeing
through your
something that
son,
y'all
though, Nick.
seeing now, and I seen it. So
I'm not saying Bronny suck, but I'm just saying.
But you just telling
You
me I
honest.
can't
You
uplift my
honest. Yes,
child.
you can be that. Listen. I coach Little League rec girls basketball. Right? Trust me when I tell you, some of them parents being there cheering they fucking heart out for their child.
Yeah.
You supposed to, shit. It's my child.
You see that product. They ain't got nobody athletic in their family tree.
Whoa.
Man.
Listen,
They're looking for an anomaly.
They ain't got
my son
athletic
nice,
bone in
man.
their
My son average
body.
20
They ain't got
points right
athletic
now.
bone in their family
Yeah, my
tree.
son averages,
And they got their child out here and they out in them motherfucker with signs and shit.
Right.
Go get them.
But
No.
but I'm saying this all
Your
started-
child need a helmet.
I'm saying my child is better than some
You
of
don't
the
mean
players in the
that.
NBA.
You don't mean that. Wait, don't you coach your son on the girl?
No.
Boy, no, I thought.
You disrespect me.
No, I thought.
No, they ain't gonna do this in front of Stephen A. This is no,
I
we got
thought-
company. We got company.
Don't y'all play in the same league?
I got a 6-year-old son.
Yeah, my
You got
son, nice and five. Nice.
Oh,
He
when,
play-
no, I got a no fool. I thought you was coach ass boy.
But the other part that I would bring to you, the other part I would bring to you, Swag, is this.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Because you played in the NBA,
Yeah.
it ain't just about how you feel. It's about how you know what's coming.
And then I got another.
And so now, as a parent, you got an obligation to protect from what's coming.
To your point, right? I used to tell KJ all the time. Internally, I see it. You have what it takes to play in the NBA, right? All you got to do is keep getting better,
Right.
right? This is my whole message,
Right.
right? Keep getting better.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure Bron is telling Bronny the same thing, but it was interrupted. Not saying that he can't get there, that he would never get there.
I think
but
he got a
it was,
chance.
But it was interrupted.
And they pivoted.
And they pivoted in a way that we all said, we all took pause in it, right? We're like, but that's their family, that's their decision.
Right.
So we all gonna sit back and whatever comes with it, comes with it. And we're the same, I'm the same when I sit on this couch and say, we're gonna treat him as the 55th pick, right? My son was the 52nd pick. I fucking get it, right? It worked out for KJ in year 5. He listened, he got better, he did things, he was in a decent situation to play. It just, right? It's just unfortunate my name ain't to that. Where everything that KJ has done, everything that he's doing is being critiqued.
But it's help.
Right, it's help.
Because with you were a rough rider. Everybody know you could defend your ass off. Everybody you wasn't scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't gonna be some soft ass playing alongside you. You wasn't having it. No one disrespects your son.
Because they scared of him. Just tell him.
But it's not. But no, it's not. It's not about being
bully.
scared
Tell
of
him he's a
him. No.
bully.
No. It's his makeup.
Hey, tell him he's a bully.
No. It's his makeup. Yeah, he was.
If you don't tell him, he's gonna make sure you tell him.
That you was a bully.
Tell him.
That
Tell
you was a bully.
him he's a bully.
His
Tell
bully
him.
shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
tell him.
Don't clip bully. Don't listen to these motherfuckers.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm
Underdog users are not on clip bully.
he was. So he comes into the league, but it's not just about respect for him as a player. It's respect for how he handled his son coming into the league. Listen. You talk. I had to ask you about your son the other day. I've been hearing about his son for a while. I had to ask him about him. You understand what I'm saying? You got to ask. I mean, Melo. Listen to Melo talk about how he had to step back. You know, he was desperate for his son to go to Syracuse, but he didn't want to influence him. You said Melo never talked about his son like that. You had to ask him. And so you see a lot of this stuff happen, and then you see this. And I'm like, so as a media member, now, this is the part y'all may not take into consideration. You don't have to care, but we do. If I don't say nothing. Wait a minute now. I would have said something about somebody else. I'd have said something before.
Okay.
How long am I supposed to go without doing my job? The brother is in the NBA. He is wearing a Lakers uniform. So it's like, wait a minute here. You got to a point where it left you no choice. So then all you could do is speak respectfully, but honestly. And then everybody was caught up in as a father.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man.
Steve,
Come on,
like
man.
this, Steve.
But
It's just,
look,
this how simple
all
it goes. It
Okay.
goes this simple.
Please.
Okay, let's see.
You've always been stand-up, Steve.